Lotus One, and welcome to your session. In this particular yoga session, we're going to be stretching out particularly the lower body, our lower back, our hips and our legs, and really tuning in to refocus on ourselves. We're going to do this through beautiful long, slow breaths, nice slow movements, no jerky movements, and just taking it one moment to the next. No need to rush. Let yourself turn inwards and let's get started. Beautiful. So finding our comfortable seat as we're ready and just allowing a few movements through the shoulders. Just noticing what's present in these beautiful parts of ourselves. Noticing if there's any creaks or cracks. And as you're ready, maybe just also joining in with the head and neck. Just moving these parts however feels good, maybe forward and back. And as you're ready, allowing the shoulders to draw up, back and down, and just allowing the gaze to rest on the horizon for a moment, closing the eyes. Backs of hands rest on the legs. And just taking some nice deep breaths. With the inhalation, creating a little bit more space for yourself. And with the exhalation, letting go of everything that was everyone else's. Perhaps even as you inhale, drawing in more of yourself. And as you exhale, letting go of what was everyone else's. Maybe inhaling through the nose and out through the nose, or in through nose, out through mouth. Just feeling like you're sifting through everything that is no longer needed, so you can arrive at this present moment, just your body, your breath, and your presence. That's it. And as you feel yourself settle down, grounded in yourself, just allowing the arms out to the sides and up. And then bending the elbows and drawing the hands down through the center until they can rest at your heart. Feeling this beautiful sense of just leaning into your heart. And just making a little bit more space as you breathe to listen to what you need. Letting go of everyone else's needs and just focusing on what you need. When you feel like you have it, just maybe allowing your right hand to draw onto your belly. Maybe your left hand draws up to your third eye or your forehead. So that not only our heart knows, but also our belly, brain, and our head. Uniting heart, head, and belly. And as you're ready, allowing your hands to gently draw back down to the earth, reaching the arms out in front and finding a child's pose. Just connecting a little bit deeper into your need and feeling the earth here to support you as we move throughout our practice tonight. Not only supporting our own needs, but being supported through our practice and each other. Feeling your breath moving through the back of your body, through your belly. Feeling the beautiful expansion and contraction as you breathe in and breathe out. So you're ready, gently looking towards the thumbs and walking the hands over towards your right side. Hips a little over to the left. And just breathing a little space into our left side. Allowing our focus on our needs to be released, knowing that it is in our practice, and just coming back to the movement of body and breath, the calming of the mind through focusing on body and breath. As you breathe in, breathing up the stretch. And as you breathe out, breathing down the stretch. Giving the body space and time to release the tension. On your next inhale, let's draw the hands back to center, hips back to center. And as you exhale, just relaxing your forehead down. Feeling the opening through the back of the neck, through the spine. And then as you're ready, inhaling, lifting the gaze. Exhaling the hands over to your left, hips over to your right. Again, the inhale drawing up the stretch. And the exhale drawing down the stretch. Giving yourself the time and the space to explore what it feels like in your body. Not just making the shape, but noticing the quality of feeling that comes as you move throughout your practice. As you breathe throughout your practice. And if you're finding that your mind is really active in this moment, just focusing on feeling or focusing on the inhale and exhale, just taking it one breath at a time. Next, inhale, drawing the hands back to center. Exhale, relaxing the head down. Next, inhale, drawing the hands in towards the body. And then taking them behind your hips. Fingers pointing towards the pelvis. Bending into the elbows and then gently lifting the chest, maybe opening the throat by gazing up a little. Pressing into your hands, drawing the shoulders towards each other to open around your heart, to open through your throat. Shoulders still moving away from the ears, keeping the length in the neck. And if it's uncomfortable to gaze up, you just gaze forwards to the horizon. Feeling the breath move up the front of the body as you breathe in, and down the front of the body as you breathe out. Next, inhale, gently drawing chin in, pressing into the hands to draw yourself up, taking the hands in front, and shuffling your legs back so that your knees are under your hips, and your hands are underneath your shoulders, fingers and toes spread nice and wide. Next, inhale opens the front body, gazing towards the horizon or a little up. Exhale, rounding through your back body, tailbone and chin tucked inwards towards each other, opening through the whole back body. Noticing what you feel. As you're ready, inhaling opens the front body again. And when you feel ready to exhale, let's round through that back body. Let's take 5 more breaths just like this, really feeling all of your joints moving, feeling your relationship with the floor, with the earth in this moment. The relationship between the muscles as they stretch and as they contract. Moving the blood, moving the lymph, moving our circulations around the body. Just gently expanding and contracting with breath and body. Just taking it as far as feels good for you. Honoring your own needs. Helping us enjoy our individual practice as we practice together. As you finish your 5th breath, coming back to a neutral spine. Pressing into our left hand, inhale, right arm reaches up. Drawing our right arm back behind and then down towards the earth, sweeping it through. Let's do 2 more circles. Just getting used to a little more coordination in the body. And also opening through our shoulder, our right shoulder. Let's do 1 more circle. And this time the right arm is going to thread through to the left side. Shoulder comes down, side of head comes down. In to thread the needle, pressing into our left hand to help open a little more through the left side of the chest. Keeping the hips nice and high, keeping the toes tucked under to stretch out through the calves and ankles. Maybe closing the eyes. Deepening the breath. Reaching through our right fingers. Opening through the back of our right ribs. As you're ready, let's press into our left hand, slowly unwind our right arm up. Once again, 3 circles, nice and slow. Getting that circulation moving through our right arm. As you finish your 3rd circle, let's plant that right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. 3 circles. Reaching through the fingers, helping to really open through the whole arm, creating space. As you finish your 3rd circle, threading the left hand through to the right, lowering the shoulder down, side of head down, stretching through the fingers, pressing into the right hand to open through the chest, feeling the left ribs spiraling underneath you to open through the back of the body, left side. Toes still tucked, hips still nice and high, creating the twist all the way through to the lower back. Rotation nourishing our nervous system through stretching out the tension along the spine. Let's take 3 more breaths here. 3 more of your own breaths. As you begin your 4th breath, let's inhale, reach the left arm up. 3 circles in your own time. As you finish your 3rd circle, planting the left hand down. Squeezing the elbows towards each other, breathing in, heart draws forward. Exhale, keeping the elbows nice and close. Lower your heart towards the floor as far as feels okay. Letting the chest open for 3 breaths. And then releasing the legs from underneath you, belly comes to the floor. Forearms out in front, elbows under the shoulders, pressing into the tops of the feet, opening through the chest. Let's take 5 breaths here, opening through the whole front body. Breathing all the way down into the belly. As you're ready, lowering your chest down, taking the arms out to the side. Chin tucks in, stretching across the arms and up and down the spine. 3 breaths. As you're ready, left hand draws in towards the body, fingers still pointing in the same direction. And then stretching through the right arm over to the right side, press into the left hand, roll all the way over onto the right side, and then maybe draw the left leg further back behind. Nice deep breaths, twisting through the whole body. 5 more breaths. As you're ready, allowing the belly back to the floor, extending the left arm out, drawing the right hand in, turning the gaze towards the right side, and then pressing into the right hand to roll over onto your left side. Let the right leg draw a little further back behind you, legs straight or bent, up to you. Keep stretching through those left fingers. Breathing where you feel the stretch, 5 more breaths. As you're ready, drawing your belly back to the floor. Taking the hands by the ribs, squeeze the elbows in and press into the hands to lift the chest. If this feels okay, lifting the hips. Drawing the shoulders towards each other and down away from the ears by pressing into the hands, slight bend in the elbows. Breathing up and down the front body. And as you're ready, pressing into the hands and drawing the hips back towards the heels, tucking the toes, finding a downward facing dog for the first time. Lifting and lowering each heel to help stretch out through the calves and the hamstrings, the back of the knee. Fingers are spread nice and wide, armpits engaged inwards towards each other. Stabilizing the shoulders and just gently alternating, lifting and lowering each heel, bending each knee, stretching out through the base of the toes, the soles of the feet. And then as you're ready, coming all the way up on the toes, pressing into the hands, lifting those hips nice and high. And then lowering the heels as close to the floor as you can. Lifting through the arches of the feet, relax the head and neck. Maybe gently moving the head from side to side as if to say no. And then gently nodding the head forward and back as if to say yes. And then as you're ready, let's gently walk the hands back towards the feet. Taking hold of the elbows, body weight into the balls of the feet, feet hip width apart, and just a gentle sway from side to side. Keep lifting through the arches of the feet so we don't collapse through the inner line of the leg. 5 deep breaths. Let gravity do the stretching for you. When you finish your 5th breath, let's release the hold on the elbows, bend the knees, and slowly curl ourselves up, 1 breath at a time. As you draw up, reaching the arms up, exhaling up onto the toes. Lowering the heels, taking the hands to the heart. Pressing into the hands to broaden across the shoulders. From here, as you're ready, taking your right foot out to the side, toes pointing out to the side. pressing into the heel. As you're ready, turning your gaze out over your left shoulder and then pressing into your left hand to stretch out through the right pectoralis muscle, the right side of the chest, the right shoulder. 3 deep breaths. As you're ready, turning your gaze back to center, drawing the hands back to the heart, lowering your right foot down, feet hip width once again. Let's draw the left toes out when you're ready, placing the weight through the heel, pressing into the hands to broaden the shoulders, dropping them down away from the ears, turning the gaze out over the right shoulder, and then pressing into the right hand, creating the resistance with the left hand too. So it's not just the right hand pushing, but the left hand is also pushing just a little bit less to create the stretch, the resistance. Nice deep breaths where you feel it, keeping the tailbone scooping under just a little to create the length in the lower back. As you're ready, drawing your gaze, your arms, your feet back to center, and then reaching the arms up. Exhaling up onto the toes. Beautiful. Lowering the heels, taking the hands through the center line of the body. Exhale, curling down. Chin tucks in, separating the palms, letting them draw down the front of the legs, all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Just doing this a few times, helping to stretch out the fibers at the back of the legs. The inhale, as you're ready, lifts you halfway. Opening through the chest. Exhale, folding back down. Bit of a hinge action. Body weight is as close to the balls of the feet as possible. Keep moving with your own breath. As you next breathe out, allowing the hands to plant in front of the feet and walking the feet back into a plank position. Pressing through the heels, feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. If it's a little too strong, just drop the knees. Nice straight line between shoulders, hips and heels. Just using our core muscles, using our hands, using our feet. Three more breaths. If the knees are lifted, let's lower them now. Breathing in. Exhale, lowering the chest and the whole body down. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, chest lifts. Then maybe the hips lift. Shoulders back towards the heels and down away from the ears. 3 breaths. As you exhale, chin into chest, hips back towards the heels, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Heels as close to the floor as possible. Option here to stretch the back of the shoulders and
Do a little bit more core strengthening gently by pressing into the right hand and taking the back of the left hand to the outside of the right leg, turning your gaze towards the right and pressing the back of the left hand into the right leg to create the resistance to stretch through that left side leg. 3, 2, and 1. Gently replacing the left hand back down, swapping over. But anytime it's too much, just come down into your child's pose. Knees to the floor, arms out in front. So now the back of the right hand is the outside of the left leg. We're pressing firmly into our feet and left hand. Gaze is towards the left side. Nice deep breaths into that right side leg. And then as you're ready, planting the right hand back down. From here, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee draws in towards the chest and we step the right foot forward. Lowering the left knee down. Untucking the back toes. Let the hips sink forward and down. Trying to keep our right knee above our right ankle. Breathing into the front of the left hip. Using the hands to brace us. The intention is to tuck the tailbone under to help stretch through the front of that left hip. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Relax through the jaw, relax through the face, the head, and neck. And then as you're ready, just sliding the hands a little back, drawing the hips a little back. Keep pointing through the toes if that's available, lengthening the right leg. If you need a little bit more help with the balance, you can tuck the back toes. Otherwise, keeping the top of the foot on the floor. Breathing up and down the front of the right leg. Option of having the torso closer to the front leg, or just staying up nice and high, perhaps even the fingertips to challenge the balance a little more. Staying here if it's feeling good, or perhaps starting to flex the toes back towards the shin, starting to open through the back of the right leg now. See if you can draw your right hip a little further back and your left hip a little further forward. 3 more breaths. As you're ready, gently planting the right foot down, hands either side of the right foot, tucking the back toes if they're still untucked, lifting the back knee, stepping back into your plank. Option of lowering all the way down from here or dropping the knees and lowering yourself down gently. Tops of the feet to the floor, inhale, chest lifts, hips lift. 3 breaths. Allowing the extension to help us open our hips, open our chest. And then as you next start to exhale, hips back to the heels, tuck toes, downward facing dog. This time perhaps bending the right knee and swiveling it over to the left. 3 breaths, relaxed head and neck. And then as you finish your 3 breaths, swapping it over to the other side, straightening the right leg, bending the left knee, swiveling over to the right. And then back to center as you're ready, planting that right foot, left leg lift. Left knee bends and steps all the way through. Right knee draws down to the floor. Untucking the back toes, pressing the back foot into the floor, feeling the tucking under of the tailbone. Letting the hip open. You can also have the arms out to the sides if that feels good. The arms can be out in front, the arms can be back behind. Just picking whatever feels best for your arms, your shoulders. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, sliding the hands a little under the shoulders, drawing the hips back, keeping the toes on the floor, lengthening the left leg, drawing the right hip a little further forwards, left hip a little further back. Nice deep breaths. Trying to keep the spine straight and avoid hunching through the body. If you're wanting to take it a little deeper, like last time, maybe arms are out in front and the torso is a little closer to the leg. Maybe you're up on the fingertips, whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, using your hands to help you balance. Staying here if it's feeling good, or maybe starting to draw the toes back towards the shin. Stretching out through the back of the leg once again now. 3 more breaths. Gaze towards the floor, long through the neck, back of head. And then as you're ready, starting to draw the toes towards the floor, bending the front knee. Placing the hands either side of the front foot, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee, sliding upwards back, breathing in. Exhale all the way down. Tops of the feet to the floor, inhale, chest lifts, hips lift. If you wish, the knees might lift. 3 breaths. And then exhale, hips to heels or roll over your toes. Downward facing dog. Placing your right foot in front of your left foot and then the left foot over to the right. Pressing the body weight back towards the heels. Stretching all the way up into the sacrum and the hips. If the legs are tight, the hamstrings are tight, you might feel it more here. Relax the head and neck. Nice deep breaths. And then swapping over. So the left foot goes all the way in front and then over to the right. And then we press the body weight back into the heel. Again, nice deep breaths into where you feel it. Relax the head and neck. Beautiful. As you're ready, gently lifting the gaze towards the hands, walking the feet under the hips, behind the hands. Pistol gripping the index finger and middle finger perhaps around the big toes. Thumb presses into the big toenail. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides, folding yourself down, head towards the floor, belly towards the thighs, body weight into the balls of the feet. Nice deep breaths, lengthening all the way through the lower back and the sides. If you're ready, next inhale lengthens you halfway. Repeating the same, or maybe hands very underneath the feet. Toes all the way up to the wrist crease. Pressing hands up into feet, feet down into hands. Breathing in. Lengthening forwards. Exhale, bend the elbows a little more forwards this time and folding forward. Again, nice deep breath. Beautiful work. Next, inhale, releasing the hands from the feet. Bending the knees, curling yourself up, pausing halfway, just to allow the blood pressure to normalize. Take a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, inhaling the rest of the way. Reaching the arms up. Exhaling up on toes. Inhaling through the midline. Exhaling, rolling down. Allowing the hips to come down as you're ready, taking the feet a little wider. If you need the hips to be up higher, let them be up higher. This is opening through the lower back. If you're comfortable, feet can be a little bit closer in, hips a little closer to the floor, reaching out in front. It can be nice also to rock a little from side to side. Just creating a bit more space in the lower back, back of pelvis. Taking a few more breaths. Can you guys hear me? I think so. Yeah? Okay, good. All right, as you're ready, the hips draw down, all the way down, and taking the feet out in front. Beautiful. Continuing the opening of the lower back with the soles of the feet together. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, extend the arms forwards. As far forwards as feels okay. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Palms face up. And just relaxing the head inwards without punching through the spine. Just take 5 deep breaths here if you can, really allowing your whole self to surrender inwards. Really indulging your whole self, whatever is here. As you're already lifting yourself up a little. And then walking your hands over towards your left. Palms can face down or face up, whatever feels better for you. The focus is opening through the lower back, right side. Nice deep breaths. Next inhale, perhaps drawing back to center. And then the exhale over to the other side, over to the right. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Stretching into the lower back, left side. Gaze between the arms. Breath moving where you feel it. Up the stretch as you inhale. Down the stretch as you exhale. And as you're ready, drawing yourself back to center on your inhalation. And then drawing all the way in, arms draw up. Taking the legs a little out to the sides, just as far as feels okay. Reaching a little forwards. Lowering the hands. Breathing in, nice long spine. Exhale, just inching the hands forwards as it feels okay to open through the body, keeping the shoulders back behind. Breathing up and down the inner line of the legs. If you can, flexing the toes back towards the shins. And as you feel a little more space opening up, perhaps allowing your heart, your hands a little further forward. When we do things nice and slowly, it allows the nervous system to relax our muscles and allow us to move deeper. As we stretch the inner line of the legs, we remind ourselves to be more open. Allowing the inner line to be free, supporting our liver, our heart, our kidneys, our spleen, all at the same time as we open in this way. Let's take 3 more breaths, taking it one breath at a time, letting yourself open as you're ready to. And then as you next inhale, just gently drawing those hands back in. Shuffling the legs back in nice and gently. And then as you're ready, drawing the heels a little closer in towards the hips, taking hold of opposite elbows, breathing in to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Feeling the stretch across the top of the shoulders, down the upper spine and through the neck and head. And just breathing with that stretch. As you're ready, turning the gaze towards your right knee and breathing up and down the left side of the neck. If it's comfortable, maybe it's right shoulder, just letting it be up to yourself how far you want to go. And then as you're ready, perhaps looking towards your left knee or left shoulder, breathing up and down the right side of neck. Shoulders keep drawing down. And then as you're ready, drawing your head back to center. Lifting your gaze, taking your hands by your sides, and just gently drawing your hips towards your heels and making your way all the way down. From here, drawing the heels a little closer to the hips, reaching the arms up towards the sky, stretching through the wrists, the fingers, and then maybe as you're ready, pressing into the feet and lifting the hips up to the sky. Let's take 5 breaths here, just lifting as far as feels okay. Back of the head resting on the floor, back of the shoulders resting on the floor, feet resting on the floor. And if at any time it's too much, you just allow the hips to lower down and take a rest. As you finish your 5th breath, let's allow the hips down, let's allow those hands down. And take the legs out in front, a little further, a little wider, drawing the knees towards each other, letting the palms face up, and just taking a few breaths into the lower back. And then as you're ready, drawing the knees into the chest, hugging them in as you exhale, and then inhale, lengthening the legs up to the sky. Just using your hands to support your legs, pointing, flexing through the toes, rotating through the ankles, both directions. And then as you're ready, allowing the arms out to the side, shoulder height, lowering your left foot to the floor, crossing your right leg over your left leg and folding the knees over to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. If you're close to the wall, just bending the elbows, pressing down through the elbows and the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Next, inhale, knees and gaze back to center. Changing over the cross of the legs and folding them over to the right side, gazing out over the left shoulder. Again, nice deep breaths. And as you're ready, drawing the gaze and the knees back to center, uncrossing the legs. And then gently extending the legs out in front, taking the hands down by the sides, a little away from the body, adjusting yourself as you like to, putting on any extra layers that you might wish to. Any last little stretches, now's the time. And then tucking the chin in a little to lengthen the back of the neck. Lengthening a little through the legs and the arms, shoulders down the spine. Let's take 5 deep breaths together. The inhale drawing more of your own awareness. And the exhale releasing anything that is not yours. Allowing your whole self to rest. As you're ready, allowing your breath to deepen. Allowing a little movement to creep back into the fingers and toes, the arms, the legs, the spine, the head, the neck, the hips. And then when it feels right, gently rolling over onto your side and letting your bottom arm be a pillow for your head. Just taking a few breaths here. And when it feels right, just gently pressing into your grounding arm and drawing yourself up into your comfortable seat. Legs crossed, legs out in front, kneeling, whatever feels good for you. And just grounding your sit bones down into the earth, reaching your crown up to the sky, and once again backs of hands rest on the legs. Just taking 5 deep breaths, drawing in, emptying out. As you're ready, reaching the arms out to the sides as you inhale, drawing the hands through the center as you exhale, landing at the heart. And just once again connecting with your own need. Fully owning your own need. Answering that hunger with your attention, with your time, with your love. And then allowing that need to be drawn down into the earth as you ground here, remembering that you are always supported by your practice and by the earth that surrounds you, by the others who love you, as you follow your truth. Let's draw the hands back to the heart, gathering in any special something that you'd like to keep. Let's close our practice with one round of Om, breathing in. Bow our heads towards our hearts as the sound of pure love resonates through us. Namaste. Just savoring this moment that you have created and found yourself in. And as you feel ready to allow your surrounds into your awareness, maybe a little movement, maybe the eyes blink open, maybe the breath deepens. Thank you for practicing, connecting to yourself and connecting with each other. It's been wonderful to relax with you. See you next time.
Well done. You made it. So, what did you notice? What did you notice in your body as you moved through the different positions? Were there any particular postures that you really enjoyed and felt like you could rest there for a full 20 minutes rather than continuing to move throughout the practice? If you can't remember them, maybe have a bit of a journey back through the session and see whether you can Remember what those postures were. And then see if you can incorporate those postures into your regular practice. This is how we help to recondition the body. It's not about doing one class the whole way through every now and again. It's about repeating movements as often as possible that help to nourish your body, that feel really good. So, good luck with cultivating your own practice, and if you need any help, please reach out. I'd love to assist you in cultivating something that actually can change your life, make you pain-free, and get back to living life the way you want to. I look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao for now.